morning, Rattlers.
This is Haley.
And Haley.
Today we have information on opportunities for students interested in volunteering, financial aid, college application deadlines, scholarship information, attendance, and Anchor Club information.
But first, here's the pledge and a moment of silence.
Please stand for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
My name's Eva.
My name is Kelly. Eva's miracle story is she was born with mitochondrial disease. It is a condition that causes energy depletion at the cellular level, so the affected organs don't work like they're supposed to. But we didn't know that she had this condition when she was born, but her first week of life, she started to show signs and she deteriorated. She was admitted to the hospital. We first heard the words mitochondrial disease at that time. So it affects her in a variety of ways. She has 7 affected organ systems and has a feeding tube, some implanted devices. She's on oxygen. She wears BiPAP at night. She receives immunoglobulin infusions. So just a number of supports to keep everything working so that she can continue to make progress. So my favorite dance marathon memory was our very first dance marathon, cutting off the hospital bands at the end. It's just a very emotional time, very representative of what these kids face and what it means to go home after an inpatient stay. My defining dance marathon moment wasn't any one moment, it was the connection that we had with the dancers, the organization, realizing what it meant overall, what Dance Marathon meant for Evangeline and for all the kids who come through UF Shands. Dance Marathon has changed our lives in that it's really what they do for our kids. To see a group of people come together and make such an impact has been life-changing. It's not something you typically see day to day or that I expected to see in my lifetime, to see such a movement specifically for kids.
Dance Marathon is super awesome.
Dance Marathon is life-changing. Dance Marathon means community to me. It means a family.
Seniors, for scholarship information, check out the BHS webpage. Click on the Student Services tab, then go to Scholarship Directory. Look at all the options and deadlines, choosing what scholarship interests you.
Do you need volunteer hours? Or maybe you just want to help around the community? Well, whatever your reason may be, BHS has got you covered. Bellevue Elementary is having a fall carnival on Friday, October 27th from 5 to 8 p.m. They are looking for student volunteers to help with the event. Students will need to arrive at 4:30 p.m. Volunteers will receive a meal and a drink. Contact Michelle Maurice Albert at michelle.mauricealbert if you are interested.
The City of Bellevue is having a trunk or treat and needs volunteers starting at 12 p.m. on Saturday, October 28th. See guidance for more information.
College application deadlines are coming in hot. Seniors, make sure to stay on top of those deadlines.
Now an insight into our Rattler sports.
Good morning, Bellevue Rattlers. Here is some information about sports this afternoon around 7:30 p.m. Our varsity football team is going up against Lake Weir at Hurricane Field. Will the Rattlers be able to take home the win? It will be an exciting game to cheer on for the Rattlers tonight. When you're cheering on for tonight's game, look out in the future for next week's game on October 27th against Tavares High School. In some other sports news, the results of Wednesday's sports softball game was 4-3 against Forest High with 8 great innings. Some more great news from that game were 2 star players from the Rattlers, Ryan Minari and Allison Eason, that had amazing back-to-back hits. Thank you all for your time. We hope to see you all at the game and keep the Rattler spirit up. This is Blake with the Rattler Report. Have a wonderful day, Rattlers.
Students, please make sure you're turning in your doctor or parent note as soon as possible, no longer than 3 days. Make sure the person picking you up is on your contact list or you will not be able to leave. The latest checkout is 2:45, no exceptions.
Are you an Anchor Club? Well, if you are, please come by and sign up for volunteer hours. The Big Little Breakfast is next Friday, October 27th at 8:15 in Miss Carter's room, Building 5, Room 107. Please stop by and let her know what you want to bring for the breakfast foods.
Now behind the scenes into Miss Glissen's health science class.
There are many programs and classes a student can take. One of them is a health science class taught by Miss Glissen in Building 10. Let's take a look at how students are preparing for the medical field.
So our health science program teaches students basic health science skills. So for students who want to go into medical careers, we help them learn things like medical terminology, basic skills like taking vital signs, doing height and weight, basic life support skills like CPR and clearing an airway. The class that I teach is medical skills and services, which is our freshman level class. We have a couple of goals. First of all, we want students to have the proper terminology for talking about the body and healthcare. So this year we have some guest speakers coming in. We do a lot of hands-on activities as well. So the very first thing we started with this year was proper hand washing. We will practice doing things like taking pulse, taking blood pressures, measuring body temperature, height and weight, and also learn how to do CPR on adults, children, and infants. I tell students all the time, this is one of those classes that regardless of whether or not you go into healthcare as a career, there are a lot of good life skills. You or someone you know and love is probably going to get sick. You're going to get hurt or injured. And so we learn skills that are useful just in everyday life.
Hopefully this gave you some insight on our health science class offered here in Bellevue High. This is Jacob Fisk with the Rattler Report.
In case you are not interested in the volunteer opportunities previously listed, we have more. FAFO has multiple opportunities for people in middle school and up. Just head to the link provided.
Financial Aid Night is on October 23rd from 5:30 to 6:30 in the Media Center. Topics that will be discussed are eligibility, financial aid, grants, how to apply for paying for college, scholarships, and student loans. That's all we have today. This is Haley
And Haley.
signing off with the Rattler Report. Have a Rattler-rific day, Rattler.